Welcome to the Greater New York Dental Meeting. This is Sangeeta, and I'm going to talk about the impact of smoking on periodontium. As one of the five leading risk factors for the global burden of the disease, smoking is responsible for various conditions, including cancer, cardiovascular disease, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and periodontal disease. When it comes to the constituent of tobacco, it consists of over 4,000 known constituents and comprises both solid and gaseous phase. Most of them are carcinogens and irritants. When it comes to the gingivitis, smokers show reduced clinical signs of inflammation in response to dental plaque and shows reduced gingival bleeding, redness, and edema. This is because the main vasoconstrictive property of nicotine exerts its effect at the end arterial vasculature of the gingiva. Another significant effect of smoking is an increased frequency of acute necrotizing ulcerative gingivitis. Other components in the smoke include tar and carbon monoxide, irritate the gingiva and induce tissue necrosis and ulceration. When it comes to periodontitis, smokers are 4 times more likely to have periodontal disease than non-smokers and exhibit increased clinical attachment loss, gingival recession, probing depth, tooth mobility, and higher alveolar bone resorption. When it comes to microflora, smoking makes a significant change in subgingival microflora. Smokers harbor more microbial species associated with periodontitis. Moreover, decreased subgingival temperature and decreased oxygen concentration favor more anaerobic bacterial colonization, which again favors the deleterious effect to the gingiva. When it comes to the immunology, smoking suppresses both innate and immune host responses. Smokers have decreased neutrophil functions and also elevated level of tissue necrosis factor alpha matrix metalloproteinase 8 have been seen in gingival clavicular fluid of smokers, which again causes destruction of cells. Furthermore, smoking negatively affects the full spectrum of periodontal treatment approaches, ranging from scaling and root planing, local and systemic antimicrobial therapy to periodontal surgery, including regenerative procedures and oral implants. But the effects of smoking on periodontal disease progression are reversible with smoking cessation. So it is essential, and every dental professional needs to explain the adverse effects of tobacco and educate and encourage our patients to quit smoking. Thank you.